Question 1. If you're involved in a collision, you must report it to the DMV, if there was more than in damage to anyone's property or anyone was injured or killed. 1. $2,000. 2. $5,000. 3. $1,000. The answer is 3. $1,000. Reporting a collision. If you are in a collision, you must report it to DMV within 10 days if the collision caused more than $1,000 in damage to property. Anyone was injured or killed. This applies even if the injuries were minor. Question 2. You are involved in a minor accident at an intersection. There are no injuries and very little vehicle damage. You should 1. Move your vehicle out of the traffic lane, if possible. 2. Leave your vehicle in the traffic lane until law enforcement arrives. 3. Not move your vehicle for any reason. The answer is 1. Move your vehicle out of the traffic lane, if possible. Move your vehicle out of traffic if no one is hurt. Question 3. You must notify the DMV with 5 days, if you 1. Paint your vehicle a different color. 2. Receive a traffic violation. 3. Sell or transfer ownership of your vehicle. The answer is 3. Sell or transfer ownership of your vehicle. When you sell a vehicle, you must notify DMV within 5 days by completing a notice of transfer and release of liability at dmv.ca.gov/NRL. Question 4. You sold your vehicle. You must notify within 5 days. 1. Your insurance company. 2. DMV. 3. Your automobile dealership. The answer is 2. DMV. When you sell a vehicle, you must notify DMV within 5 days by completing a notice of transfer and release of liability at dmv.ca.gov/NRL. Question 5. If an animal is crossing the road, what should the driver do? 1. Slow down or stop and proceed when it is safe. 2. Decelerate or halt to let the animal cross. 3. Call 911 or the concerned department. The answer is 1. Slow down or stop and proceed when it is safe. Near animals. If you see a sign with a picture of an animal, watch for animals on or near the road. If you see animals or livestock near the road, slow down or stop and proceed when it is safe. Be sure to follow directions from the person in charge of the animals. Question 6. Which of the following penalties can be imposed for the crime of dumping or abandoning animals on a highway? 1. 6 months in jail. 2. Fine of up to $1,000. 3. Both of the above. The answer is 3. Both of the above. If you kill or injure an animal, call the nearest humane society or law enforcement. Do not try to move an injured animal. You must not dump or abandon animals on a highway. This crime is punishable by a fine of up to $1,000, 6 months in jail, or both. Question 7. Why should you reduce your speed in a marked animal crossing zone, even if no animals are visible? 1. The road surface can be rough in these regions. 2. There's no necessity to lower your speed. 3. Animals might unexpectedly emerge and traverse the road. The answer is 3. Animals might unexpectedly emerge and traverse the road. Question 8. When passing a bicyclist, you must leave at least of space between your vehicle and the bicycle. 1. 3 feet. 2. 10 feet. 3. 5 feet. The answer is 1. 3 feet. Passing a bicyclist. When you cannot change lanes to pass a bicyclist, allow at least 3 feet between your vehicle and the bicyclist. If you cannot give 3 feet of space, do not pass the cyclist until 3 feet of clearance can be given. Question 9. Rain, snow, and ice impair your ability to see ahead, so you should be able to stop your vehicle safely. 1. Increase your speed. 2. Increase your following distance. 3. Use high-beam headlights. The answer is 2. Increase your following distance. Rain, snow, and ice impair your ability to see ahead and increase the braking distance required to stop your vehicle. In these conditions, increase your following distance and apply your brakes sooner but more gently than usual. Question 10. At what point during a rainfall are roads slippery on a hot day? 1. Immediately after it has stopped raining. 2. For the first several minutes. 3. When it has been raining for a few hours. The answer is 2. For the first several minutes. When it starts to rain, the pavement can be very slippery. Slow down at the first sign of rain, drizzle, or snow on the road. This is especially true if it has been dry and hot for some time, because oil and dust on the road surface have not been washed away. Question 11. When preparing to exit the freeway, you should signal for at least how many seconds before reaching the exit? 1. 5 seconds. 2. 10 seconds. 3. 15 seconds. The answer is 1. 5 seconds. You should signal at least 5 seconds before you change lanes on a freeway. Remember to turn off your signal when you no longer need it. Question 12. What does this sign indicate? 1. The right lane is closed ahead. 2. The divided highway ends ahead. 3. A divided highway starts ahead. The answer is 3. A divided highway starts ahead. Divided highway signs are diamond-shaped with a yellow background and black symbols. The divided highway start sign is used to warn road users that a median or a physical barrier will separate the highway, or road, ahead. Question 13. What does this sign indicate? 1. The right lane is closed ahead. 2. The divided highway ends ahead. 3. A divided highway starts ahead. The answer is 2. The divided highway ends ahead. Divided highway signs are diamond-shaped with a yellow background and black symbols. The divided highway ends sign is used to warn that the highway, or road, ahead will no longer be divided. Question 14. This hand signal indicates that 1. The driver is making a left turn. 2. The driver is slowing or stopping. 3. The driver is making a right turn. The answer is 2. The driver is slowing or stopping. California law requires drivers to use hand signals whenever necessary. These should be given from the left side of the vehicle and include the following: slow/stop, bend your left arm 90 degrees at the elbow, with your fingers pointing down and your palm facing behind you. In California, drivers must signal at least 100 feet before performing a maneuver. Question 15. This hand signal indicates that 1. The driver is making a left turn. 2. The driver is slowing or stopping. 3. The driver is making a right turn. The answer is 3. The driver is making a right turn. California law requires drivers to use hand signals whenever necessary. These should be given from the left side of the vehicle and include the following: right turn, stick your left arm out of the window and then bend it upward from the elbow at a 90-degree angle, with your palm facing forward. In California, drivers must signal at least 100 feet before performing a maneuver. Question 16. This hand signal indicates that 1. The driver is making a left turn. 2. The driver is slowing or stopping. 3. The driver is making a right turn. The answer is 1. The driver is making a left turn. California law requires drivers to use hand signals whenever necessary. These should be given from the left side of the vehicle and include the following: left turn, extend your left arm all the way out when making a left turn. In California, drivers must signal at least 100 feet before performing a maneuver. Question 17. If you are in an intersection when you hear the siren of an emergency vehicle, you should 1. Continue through the intersection, then move to the left and stop. 2. Move to the right and stop at the intersection. 3. Continue through the intersection, then move to the right and stop. The answer is 3. Continue through the intersection, then move to the right and stop. If you are in an intersection when you see an emergency vehicle, continue through the intersection. Drive to the right as soon as it is safe and stop. Question 18. Your vehicle breaks down on a freeway. You are not able to move the vehicle off the road completely as the road shoulder is too narrow. What is the best thing to do? 1. Exit on the right side of your vehicle and proceed to a safe place. 2. Stay inside your vehicle with the seatbelt on until help arrives. 3. Leave the vehicle immediately and wave at drivers to let them know you are blocking the lane. The answer is 1. Exit on the right side of your vehicle and proceed to a safe place. If your vehicle stops working on the freeway. 1. Safely pull over to the right shoulder. 2. Exit on the right side so you are away from traffic if you must get out of the vehicle. Question 19. What does this warning sign mean? 1. There is a stop sign ahead. 2. Slow-moving vehicles should not move as directed. 3. Slow-moving vehicles should move as directed. The answer is 1. There is a stop sign ahead. Question 20. In California, you may not stop at A_curb to pick up or drop off passengers. 1. Blue. 2. Red. 3. Yellow. The answer is 2. Red. Painted colored curbs have special parking rules. White, stop only long enough to pick up or drop off passengers. Green, park for a limited time. The time limit may be posted on signs or painted on the curb. Yellow, load and unload passengers and freight. Do not stop longer than the time posted. If you drive a non-commercial vehicle, you are usually required to stay with your vehicle. Red, no stopping, standing, or parking. Buses may stop at a red zone marked for buses only. Blue, parking for a disabled person or someone driving a disabled person with a special placard or special license plate. Question 21. When you park on a hill facing uphill and there is a curb, you should turn your wheels. 1. Towards the curb. 2. Away from the curb. 3. Parallel to the curb. The answer is 2. Away from the curb. Headed uphill, turn your front wheels away from the curb, left towards the center of the road, and let your vehicle roll back a few inches. The wheel should gently touch the curb. Question 22. In addition to setting your parking brake, what should you do when parking on a hill? 1. Make sure the front vehicle wheels are parallel to the road. 2. Make sure your vehicle is left in the neutral position. 3. Make sure your vehicle is in the parked position or in gear. The answer is 3. Make sure your vehicle is in the parked position or in gear. Parking on a hill. When you park on a hill, your vehicle could roll due to equipment failure. Remember to set the parking brake and leave the vehicle in park, or in gear for manual transmission. Question 23. If you park facing uphill where there is no curb, set the parking brake and 1. Turn your wheels away from the edge of the road. 2. Turn your wheels toward the edge of the road. 3. Keep your wheels facing straight. The answer is 2. Turn your wheels toward the edge of the road. Downhill, turn the wheels toward the curb. Uphill, turn the wheels away from the curb. No curb, turn the wheels toward the shoulder of the road. Question 24. Which of the following is the proper procedure for parallel parking? 1. Drive forward into the space without stopping. 2. Stop next to the vehicle behind the open space, and then drive forward into the space. 3. Stop next to the vehicle in front of the open space, and then back into the space. The answer is 3. Stop next to the vehicle in front of the open space, and then back into the space. Parallel parking is when you park in line with the road and other parked vehicles. To parallel park, 1. Find a space. 2. Pull up alongside the vehicle in front of the space. 3. Check your blind spots. 4. Begin backing up. 5. Straighten out. 6. Parking. Question 25. Which of the following is true about double parking? 1. It is legal if you are making a delivery. 2. It is illegal under all circumstances. 3. It is illegal only if you leave your car. The answer is 2. It is illegal under all circumstances. Illegal parking. Never park or leave your vehicle double parked. Question 26. You arrive at a railroad crossing. The crossing has flashing red lights and a signal bell. You can see that a train is approaching. Which of the following is true? 1. You must stop at least 15 feet away from the tracks. 2. You can cross as soon as the train has passed. 3. You can stop within 5 feet of the tracks. The answer is 1. You must stop at least 15 feet away from the tracks. When the crossing devices or a person warns you a train is coming, stop at least 15 feet from the nearest track. Flashing red warning lights indicate you must stop and wait. Do not proceed over the railroad tracks until the red lights stop flashing, even if the gate rises. Question 27. What should you do when traffic is slow and heavy, and you must cross railroad tracks before reaching the upcoming intersection? 1. Begin crossing when the vehicle in front of you is crossing the tracks. 2. Wait on the tracks until the stoplight at the intersection turns green. 3. Wait until you can completely cross the tracks before proceeding. The answer is 3. Wait until you can completely cross the tracks before proceeding. Never stop on the railroad tracks. Wait and do not begin proceeding if you do not have enough room to completely cross the tracks. If you are on the tracks, you risk injury or death. Question 28. When a railroad crossing is not controlled, what is the speed limit when you are within 100 feet and cannot see for 400 feet in both directions? 1. 15 miles per hour. 2. 10 miles per hour. 3. 25 miles per hour. The answer is 1. 15 miles per hour. Near railroad or light rail tracks, the speed limit is 15 miles per hour within 100 feet of a railroad crossing and you cannot see the tracks for 400 feet in both directions. You may drive faster than 15 miles per hour if the crossing is controlled by gates, a warning signal, or a flagman. Question 29. What should you do when approaching a railway crossing with flashing lights? 1. Speed up to pass the crossing quickly. 2. Proceed with caution. 3. Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing before proceeding. The answer is 3. Stop and wait until the lights stop flashing before proceeding. Flashing red warning lights indicate you must stop and wait. Do not proceed over the railroad tracks until the red lights stop flashing, even if the gate rises. Question 30. Why are railroad crossing signs typically angled in a specific way? 1. To indicate the angle at which the tracks cross the roadway. 2. To increase visibility for drivers. 3. To signify the train's direction. The answer is 1. To indicate the angle at which the tracks cross the roadway. It helps to improve safety by warning drivers of the potential hazards associated with crossing railroad tracks at an angle. Question 31. When it is legal to drive off the road to pass another vehicle. 1. If the vehicle ahead is turning left. 2. It is not legal under any conditions. 3. If there are 2 or more one-way lanes. The answer is 2. It is not legal under any conditions. Never drive off the paved or main traveled part of the road to pass. Question 32. Which of the following is an example of a safe driving practice? 1. Staring only at the middle of the road. 2. Always keep your eyes moving to scan the surroundings. 3. Using your high beam headlights in the fog. The answer is 2. Always keep your eyes moving to scan the surroundings. Scan your surroundings. To give yourself time to react, avoid last-minute moves and hazards, always keep your eyes moving and scan the road at least 10 seconds ahead of your vehicle. Question 33. Which of the following is a requirement of California's basic speed law? 1. Always drive the speed limit, regardless of conditions. 2. Match your speed to that of your surrounding traffic. 3. Never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. The answer is 3. Never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. In California, you may never drive faster than is safe for the current road conditions. This is known as the basic speed law. Make sure you manage your speed and slow down when conditions call for it. Question 34. What should you do when there is a school bus ahead that starts flashing yellow warning lights? 1. Slow down and prepare to stop. 2. Stop immediately and remain stopped. 3. Cautiously pass the school bus on the left. The answer is 1. Slow down and prepare to stop. Some school buses flash yellow lights when preparing to stop to let children off the bus. The yellow flashing lights warn you to slow down and prepare to stop. Question 35. Who can legally park next to curb painted blue? 1. Someone who is either picking up or dropping off passengers at this location. 2. A person who is disabled and has a special placard or vehicle license plate for disabled persons. 3. A person who will only be parked at the curb for less than 15 minutes. The answer is 2. A person who is disabled and has a special placard or vehicle license plate for disabled persons. Painted colored curbs have special parking rules. Blue, parking for a disabled person or someone driving a disabled person with a special placard or special license plate. Question 36. How many feet away should you switch from high beam to low beam headlights when approaching a vehicle coming towards you? 1. 900 feet. 2. 700 feet. 3. 500 feet. The answer is 3. 500 feet. Dim your high beam headlights to low beams within 500 feet of a vehicle coming toward you or within 300 feet of a vehicle you are following. It is illegal to drive using only parking lights. Question 37. What speed should you be driving when entering onto a highway? 1. At or near the speed of traffic. 2. Faster than the speed of traffic. 3. Slower than the speed of traffic. The answer is 1. At or near the speed of traffic. Question 38. What should you do when reaching an intersection where a person operating a motorized wheelchair has entered the crosswalk? 1. Remain stopped behind the crosswalk line until the motorized wheelchair has safely finished crossing. 2. Remain stopped behind the nearest crosswalk line until the motorized wheelchair is beyond the range of your vehicle. 3. Assume right of way if the motorized wheelchair stops in the crosswalk. The answer is 1. Remain stopped behind the crosswalk line until the motorized wheelchair has safely finished crossing. Question 39. Which of the following is true about large trucks? 1. They are made of many trailers, which make them more maneuverable than passenger vehicles. 2. They have large blind spots, which makes it difficult for the truck driver to see other vehicles. 3. They have large and powerful emergency brakes, which gives them the capability to stop quickly. The answer is 2. They have large blind spots, which makes it difficult for the truck driver to see other vehicles. Blind spots: the no-zone large vehicle and truck drivers have a better view in front of them and bigger mirrors. But they also have large blind spots, also called no zones. In these areas, your vehicle can disappear from a large vehicle or truck driver's view. If you cannot see the truck's side mirrors, the truck driver cannot see you. Question 40. One way to know you are in a truck's blind spot is: 1. You stay close to the vehicle's right front wheel. 2. You follow no closer than 6 feet. 3. You can't see the truck driver in the vehicle's side mirrors. The answer is 3. You can't see the truck driver in the vehicle's side mirrors. Blind spots: the no-zone large vehicle and truck drivers have a better view in front of them and bigger mirrors. But they also have large blind spots, also called no zones. In these areas, your vehicle can disappear from a large vehicle or truck driver's view. If you cannot see the truck's side mirrors, the truck driver cannot see you. Question 41. What is one of the most common causes of traffic collisions? 1. Paying attention to your surroundings. 2. Better traffic flow. 3. Driver distractions. Answer is 3. Driver distractions. The most common causes of collisions are driver distractions, unsafe speed, improper turns, not following the right-of-way rules, not following stop signals and signs, driving on the wrong side of the road, a vehicle traveling faster or slower than the flow of traffic. Question 42. Any driver who willfully flees or attempts to evade law enforcement, during which a person is seriously injured, is subject to: 1. Imprisonment in a state prison for up to 7 years. 2. A fine of less than $1,000. 3. Attending an anger management class. The answer is 1. Imprisonment in a state prison for up to 7 years. A person convicted of causing serious bodily injury during a law enforcement pursuit is subject to imprisonment in a state prison for up to 7 years, or a county jail for 1 year or less. Question 43. What should a driver do who is stopped at an intersection and wants to make a left turn? 1. Turn immediately if there are no pedestrians. 2. Take the right-of-way turn before oncoming traffic. 3. Give the right-of-way to any approaching vehicle that is close enough to be dangerous. The answer is 3. Give the right-of-way to any approaching vehicle that is close enough to be dangerous. Do not turn the steering wheel too soon and enter the lane of oncoming vehicles. Keep your wheels pointed straight ahead until it is safe to start your turn. If your wheels are pointed to the left and a vehicle hits you from behind, you could be pushed into oncoming traffic. Question 44. You are under 18 years of age and have had your license for 8 months. You may drive. 1. At any time. 2. Between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. 3. Between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. The answer is 2. Between 5 a.m. and 11 p.m. Question 45. Where should you begin a left turn from a one-way street onto a one-way street? 1. The lane closest to the center of the street. 2. The far left lane. 3. You can turn from any lane. The answer is 2. The far left lane. Left turn from a one-way street onto a one-way street. Start the turn from the far left lane. Bicyclists can legally use the left turn lane for their left turns. If there are 3 or more lanes in your direction of travel, you may end your turn in any lane that is open. Question 46. You are required to notify DMV by filing a report of traffic accident occurring in California, SR1, form if 1. You allowed a licensed driver from another state to drive your vehicle. 2. You were involved in a collision with more than $1,000 in damages. 3. You failed to pay your registration fees. The answer is 2. You were involved in a collision with more than $1,000 in damages. Reporting a collision. If you are in a collision, you must report it to DMV within 10 days if the collision caused more than $1,000 in damage to property. Anyone was injured or killed. This applies even if the injuries were minor. Each driver must file a report of traffic accident occurring in California, SR1, with DMV at dmv.ca.gov/accident report. Question 47. You are required to notify DMV by filing a report of traffic accident occurring in California, SR1, form if 1. You change your insurance company. 2. You were involved in a collision with an injury. 3. Your vehicle fails a smog test. The answer is 2. You were involved in a collision with an injury. Reporting a collision. If you are in a collision, you must report it to DMV within 10 days if the collision caused more than $1,000 in damage to property. Anyone was injured or killed. This applies even if the injuries were minor. Each driver must file a report of traffic accident occurring in California, SR1, with DMV at dmv.ca.gov/accident report. Question 48. When is it legal for a person to drive with an alcoholic beverage container that has been opened? 1. If the container is under the front seat. 2. If the container is in the trunk of the vehicle. 3. If the container is in the glove compartment. The answer is 2. If the container is in the trunk of the vehicle. Possessing alcohol. You may not carry any alcohol beverage inside a vehicle unless an individual who is 21 years old or older is with you. The container must be full, sealed, and unopened. If opened, the alcohol must be kept in the trunk or place where passengers do not sit. Question 49. What should you do if a pedestrian is still in the crosswalk after the "Don't Walk" sign begins to flash and your light has turned green? 1. Wait until the pedestrian is out of your path before proceeding. 2. Wait until the pedestrian signals that it is okay for you to proceed. 3. Wait until the pedestrian has crossed the street completely before proceeding. The answer is 3. Wait until the pedestrian has crossed the street completely before proceeding. Question 50. What does a flashing yellow traffic signal light direct a driver to do? 1. Stop and proceed when the traffic allows you to proceed safely. 2. Slow down and proceed with caution. 3. Stop and wait for a flashing green signal. The answer is 2. Slow down and proceed with caution. Flashing yellow light. A flashing yellow traffic signal light is a warning to proceed with caution. Slow down and be alert. You do not need to stop. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share our channel. Thank you.